Julie Ryan, noted psychic and medical intuitive, is ready to answer your personal questions, even those you never knew you could ask. For more than 20 years, as she's developed and refined her intuitive skills, Julie used her knowledge as a successful inventor and businesswoman to help others. Now, she wants to help you grow, heal, and get the answers you've been longing to hear. Do you have a question for someone who's transitioned? Do you have a medical issue? What about your pet's health or behavior? Perhaps you have a loved one who's close to death and you'd like to know what's happening. Are you on the path to fulfill your life's purpose? No matter where you are in the world, take a journey to the other side and ask Julie Ryan.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. I'm Julie, your host, and I'm so delighted you could join us this week. This is the last show in November of 2018. It's weird this year because Thanksgiving felt early to me. I think it's just the way the days fell with the holidays this year, and it got to the point where we had, hi Lisa, I see you joined us. I'm going to mute you and I'll come back to you. And so what happened was we have an extra Thursday in November, but a lot of us have our Christmas decorations up already. And some of mine are up. A couple of my trees are up. A few other things, the decorations are up outside. And then this weekend I'll put the rest of them up, which is always fun. Hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We did. Our son Jonathan was home, and we got to spend the day with his fiancée Mallory's family and had a blast. And one of the fun things that we got to do, and my men were rolling their eyes at me, I know you guys will appreciate this, is I read about this road near where we were at Mallory's great aunt's house called Gravity Hill. And I thought, this is right up my alley, because it's this little side road off of a kind of a 4-lane highway. That's a pretty major highway. And you apparently come down this hill, stop at a stop sign, you put your car in neutral, and then your car is magically pulled back up the hill by some unknown forces. And I thought, we need to go check this out. So I talked to my men into taking me there, and they were rolling their eyes at me. But nevertheless, we got there. We went down the hill. We were facing the stop sign going out to the highway. Tim, my husband, put the car in neutral, and we got pulled back, you guys, 5 miles an hour on the speedometer is what it was registering. And it was so amazing that I made him do it 3 times just to be sure it was really working. And it did. And so, of course, I had to scan it and see what in the heck was going on. And what I saw was there was all this energy that was pulling in the same direction towards a vortex that was further down the road than where we were. And it supposedly is on an Indian burial ground, the stop sign. Well, the burial ground was further up the road, but it was pulling this energy in from fields and neighborhoods and stuff like that. It was very rural. So there were houses dotted with some property, a lot of property around it. And Indians, the American Indians used to choose high energy places to put their burial grounds. And I thought, well, there probably is a burial ground there, and that's why they chose it. It was wild. So I'll put something on Instagram and on Facebook about it, just so you can read about it. But it was really fun. Okay, a couple of other things. When you're starting to do your Christmas shopping, remember my book, Angelic Attendants. People have been so kind with their comments on Amazon. But there's a link on my site, Ask Julie Ryan, and it goes to Amazon, but you can get it on Barnes & Noble. You can get it a lot of places. So consider giving that as a gift. It's called Angelic Attendants, What Really Happens as We Transition from This Life into the Next. And it sounds kind of like a morbid topic, but those of you who have read the book, I think you'll probably agree with me. It's very uplifting and it's very heartwarming. The stories in it are very heartwarming. So consider that. And with that, let me read what I always say about why I do this show, that my intention in doing this show is to provide information, insight, and comfort to people all around the world by helping to answer life's unanswerable questions. We got a bunch of callers on hold already, So it's going to be really fun this evening, see what they have to ask. And one last thing before we get to our callers. Next week, next Thursday, I'm going to give away another free consult that's worth $155. It's an hour session with me. We can talk about anything you want to talk about. I can do a medical scan. We can talk to your deceased loved ones. I can scan your pet. I mean, past life stuff, spirit guide stuff, whatever. And in order to sign up for the drawing, follow me on Instagram at Ask Julie Ryan. Write a review about why you like the podcast on iTunes at itunes.com/AskJulieRyan, and subscribe to my blog at AskJulieRyan.com. And then I will announce who the winner is next week. And the reason I do that, you guys, is just as a thank you for all of you who listen. And I know it's the holidays, and I know money's tight for a lot of people, so that's a free session for you. It's something that I can do just to say thank you. With that, let's go to the phones and see who all we have, and then we'll take it from there. I believe our first caller is Allie. Hi, Allie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, girl?
Good. Trying to stay warm.
Please tell everybody where you're calling from.
I'm from Columbus, Ohio.
Okay. It's cold up there?
Yes, very. It's snowing today.
Did you guys get snow?
Yeah, a little bit. Not much.
Oh.
But yes,
Okay.
enough. So, yes, but I was calling in because I called in your show before this. Obviously, you didn't do it on Thanksgiving, but the week before that, and I asked you about a job, if I was going to be getting one, because I had applied for these two jobs. Actually, like I sent my resume out to like I think 100 people. It's insane. And you told me that I would get an offer right around Thanksgiving, like right, before or right after. And I got actually two offers, which I never thought I would have to pick and choose between two really amazing companies. So you were right. I did right before Thanksgiving, and then I officially accepted and got the go-ahead right after.
Oh,
so,
how fabulous.
Yeah, so I'm so excited. I feel like my stress level has really just like dropped dramatically. I can just feel it. Like I've been just not myself at all. So, and I just wanted to make sure that I went with the right one because I did have two to choose from. Mm-hmm. And really just that, and also I guess the other question is if you see us then finally moving out of this place in the summer. We've been here for 7 years.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, you're in an apartment, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So first of all, you accepted an offer with what kind of company?
A bank. Well, they were actually both with banks.
They're both
one
banks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the one I went with.
All right. And why did you choose the one that you chose?
My gut was just telling me to go with it.
Well, that's the right one. Absolutely. Good for you to follow it. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, that's number one. Number two, will Allie and her family move into a new home this summer? I get a yes before the question's even out.
Okay. That's the plan.
So,
but we've been here for so long.
That's at this moment in time, Allie. You know how future things work. Future things are fluid. So that's what I'm getting at this moment in time. That can change based on about a bazillion variables that can come into play. But right now I'm getting a yes on that.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. And you still see that little baby orb around me?
Well, I don't know. Let me get you on my radar. Okay. As you're starting a brand new job?
Right? No, not now. Just later. Soon.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to connect to you energetically. My eyes are closed. I'm watching the laser beam go from my body to yours. And I'm in Birmingham, Alabama for all of our listeners. So, yes, you do have a baby orb. It's out just a little bit. It's not super far, but it's out just a little bit. And everybody, what Allie and I are talking about is when a woman has a baby that's attached to their energy field, the baby's spirit, it looks like an orb that you see in a photograph that we take with our digital cameras. A lot of times orbs show up just because the cameras take the pictures so fast, Allie. And I see that when before a baby incarnates, its soul spirit attaches to the mother's energy field for a birthed baby, Allie, and also for adopted babies, which I think is fascinating. So we choose really our parents, we choose when we're born, how we're born, where we're born, so that we can have a basic trajectory of our lives. So yes, I do see a baby's energy still around you. So, but it's not imminent.
Okay. Yeah, it was before, but I think with everything that just happened, I think
it's in the next couple of years, though, from what I can gather. Yeah. Would that be good?
Yes, I want to be, and yes, but obviously I have to go down the right path this time. This is what I'm trying to set up all my ducks in a row this time around. So.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, well, congratulations. Thanks for calling in and letting us know.
Thank you. Thank you.
You bet. Take
Bye.
care. Bye-bye. Well, that was fun. All right, let's see who else we got. Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hello, Julie.
How are you, girl?
I'm good.
Terrific. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Lancaster, California. I've spoken to you before.
Yes, you have. So nice to hear your voice. What's happening out there?
Not a whole lot. It's actually getting colder now, so it's usually warm, but it's colder and raining today.
Yeah, I talked to my son earlier today, and he said it was raining. He said it rained hard last night, and then was kind of intermittent.
I had to put a coat on today. I didn't like it. I like the warm weather.
Poor baby. Oh, my gosh, how funny. Well, good. Well, do you have a question for me?
Yes, I do. I'm calling about my dog, Chester. I had called about him, I think it was the beginning of the year, and I asked you about this nodule that was on him, and you said it was a fatty nodule or something like that. And it turned out to be true, so there was nothing wrong with him in that regards, which was great. But since then, he hasn't been acting well, so I took him to the vet. He's an older dog, I think about 12 or 13. I took him to the vet, but he will not let anybody touch him. So they were not able to check into his mouth because I thought he might have a problem with his teeth, and they're not able to run all the tests they want. He also has it feels like a huge lump on the right side of his neck. And one more thing, he's acting very strange when he eats, but this seems more mental to me because he's acting kind of scared and looking around. So there's several things going on right now. And the reason why I'm calling is because they said because of his age, he might be at risk of, not making it through with the anesthesia. So I didn't want to, have his teeth looked at and had tests run and have him put under anesthesia for that if it wasn't, necessary. And I'm not really, and they can't really look at him because he won't let them touch him. So I'm calling you because I know you do a wonderful job, scanning pets.
I remember you talking about Chester before when you called in because I love his name. I think his name is Okay. Well, so is that new behavior? Would he have let them look in his mouth before? The hint I'm getting is he is in pain. And so that's why he doesn't want them to look in his mouth. Now, I don't have him on my radar yet. That's just a divine download.
It's not new behavior. He won't let anybody touch him. He won't even, I can't get his nails clipped really without, that's a huge problem. So, yeah, I can't take him out anywhere really. He doesn't do well with other dogs. He just won't let anybody really touch him unless they're petting him nicely, so.
Okay. All right. Well, let me get him on my radar and see what's going on.
Okay.
Here comes my laser beam, heading from Sweet Home, Alabama, heading out to you in Lancaster. Got you. Got Chester. Okay. Yeah, his mouth is really inflamed. Let me get that calmed down. Inflammation, Elizabeth, just looks like red fog over body parts. And
Right.
so I use anti-inflammatory energy to get it calmed down, and that's kind of a royal blue color. So let me get that calmed down and see. Yeah, it looks like he has gum disease. Looks like he has bleeding
Okay.
in the back of his jaw, especially his lower back molars look like they're just infected like crazy. I'm gonna apply some anti-inflammatory energy on it, and also antibiotic energy on him.
Right.
I think that's why he's looking around and acting weird when he's eating, because he's eating more slowly because it hurts. And so it's probably
he might be. He doesn't have a problem, like if I'm eating off my plate and I hand him something, he doesn't have a problem with that. With his own food, he's like keeps staring into the kitchen like he's just acting strange, but I thought it might be a separate problem. I wasn't sure. He had antibiotics.
Yeah.
So he did
I would
have
give him another round.
There was a pus coming out of his eye, and I figured it was his teeth. But at the same time, I didn't know, do I put my dog out at the risk of not knowing whether that is the problem or not? So
let's ask, is it in Chester's best interest to go under anesthesia so the vet can look at his teeth? I'm getting a yes before the question's even out. I believe the lump in his neck is a lymph node from the infection.
Okay. All right. That would make sense then. Wow.
But
okay.
I think he's going to recover. He'll recover.
Okay. Yeah, and you see my predicament because I wasn't, I didn't know what to do.
I do.
Okay, poor thing.
I do.
Oh,
okay.
Thank you so much.
Let us know what happens.
Thank you enough. I will. I'll call back and let you know. Thank you.
Okay. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Elizabeth. Okay, I believe our next caller is Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Judy.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm calling from Pembroke Pines, Florida.
All right, terrific. Well, got a question for me?
Yeah, actually, I was encouraged by my sister, Allie, who's actually on tonight as well, from Lakeland, to reach out to you because I've been having some health issues and can't quite pinpoint what they are or what it is.
Okay.
I don't know if I should give you any information or...
Yeah, just for time's sake, because we have so many callers, it just goes faster. If we're doing a private consult, which I'm happy to do with you, then we have an hour, but just for time's sake, just tell me what your symptoms are.
I started just recently, within I think a period of like 3 weeks only. My blood pressure is just spiking immensely. I have some heart tension and some numbness and some very strong feeling in my left arm, behind my calf, and kind of feels like cold water is running through me. And I've already had a few tests done. Yes, the blood pressure is high, and I was given blood pressure medication, but the overall feeling of what I feel is constantly there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Let me get you on my radar, Jennifer, and then we'll figure out what's going on with you, and then we'll go from there. So here comes my laser beam heading south from Alabama to you in Florida. Okay, got you. All right. Are you on medications? What medications, or over-the-counter, or even herbs or whatever? What are you taking?
I'm taking the blood pressure medication that the cardiologist gave me. And I take a Bayer aspirin a day.
Okay.
But all that started when this started. I mean, prior to that, I didn't take anything ever.
Okay. All right. How I can tell is there's a cloud of kind of grayish brownish fog that's over your brain matter, and it has a oily perimeter around it, as if you took a Q-tip and dipped it in baby oil and ran it around the perimeter of this cloud that's over your brain. And when I see that, that tells me that somebody's on medication, whether it's like you said, a baby aspirin from Bayer over the counter, or it's a prescription, or even herbs can do it too.
I was taking something like for my anxiety recently because it's gotten so bad because of all of this, and I feel like I'm provoking it more. So I've been taking something to try to mellow me out.
Okay. All right. So I got that removed. Let me go back in and see if I can get. I'm getting it's from your medication. It's something that you're taking. You're either eating something or you're taking something and you're having a reaction to it, is what I'm getting. So I'm getting you calmed down. And I think because of all this stuff going on, why don't you schedule a private session with me, Jennifer? Just go to AskJulieRyan.com. We'll have a whole hour to do a deep dive. I believe that it's medicine or food or some kind of vitamins or herbs or something that you're taking, you're having a reaction to it. That's number one. Number two, in the meantime, I want you to go to this website, and it's called Zona, Z as in zebra, O, N as in Nancy, A, Zona.com. Zona is a place where they have a device that you can squeeze with your hand, and it has amazing effects on lowering blood pressure without medicine. It was developed originally for cosmonauts, astronauts that go into space, and then was also used with fighter pilots to help control the G-forces, when they're going Mach. And I have several clients and know several people who've had amazing success with this device. So I want you to read about that and check out that device. It's called the Zona Plus. So go to Zona.com.
Zona.com.
Zona.com. And then schedule a private consult. And let's do a deep dive, and we can figure out what's going on when we have an hour to do so. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Thanks for calling.
Right.
Bye-bye. Okay, let's see who we have next. I believe it's LaShonda. Hi, LaShonda.
Hi, Julie. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Doing well, I think.
Terrific. Please tell everybody where you're calling in from.
West Palm Beach, Florida.
All right. 2 Florida girls, back to back.
Yes.
Got a question for me?
Yes. Just wanted to make certain that if you could just do a quick scan and let me know that I'm doing okay or not. For Thanksgiving last week, I went down to Panama, so that's where I spent Thanksgiving week last week, and I just want to make sure I came back just as healthy as I left here.
Didn't pick up anything along the way, huh?
Come back, no, nothing respiratory or otherwise, yes.
Yeah. All right. Laser beams heading to you in Florida. Got you shooting energy from your feet up to the top of your head. You just look tired. You look exhausted. Are you exhausted? Why are you so tired? So tired. Just because it's the end of the day?
Well, there's that too. But remember, I have I'm a hematology patient. I have the really bad anemia, so I'm probably
Yeah. All right. So I'm shooting energy into you right now, LaShonda, just to perk you up right before bed, no less. But it'll give you some extra energy as you go through the weekend and hopefully into next week. But other than that, I think you look good. Yeah. I don't see anything that gives me cause for pause.
Okay. That's good. That's great.
I should be a jingle writer, huh?
I know.
Yeah. I'm a poet and I don't know it, right?
Yeah, well, there is that.
Okay. Well, thanks for calling. Great to talk to you.
Thank you. Likewise. Have a good evening.
You bet. Bye-bye. You too. Okay, let's see who else we have. Lydia. Hi, Lydia.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm terrific. So nice to hear your voice.
Thank you. The same.
Please tell everybody
you know,
where you're calling from.
I am from New Jersey.
Okay. What's going on up there?
Everything is cool.
Yeah?
But, I lost my mom in June.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry.
it has been difficult. And another problem, I have been trying to sell my house. And it has been very difficult. I just need a break or some help. Can you
remind me where your mom lived, Lydia?
My mom lived in Portugal. So
That's
she
right.
passed in June.
Did you get to see her before she died?
And I saw her after she died. I saw her before, so I was in May and she passed in June. And when I went back, was just for the funeral.
Mm-hmm. I'm so glad you got to get to see her in May, because I think the last time we spoke, she was pretty sick, and you were trying to figure out if you should go back or not.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But I didn't sell the house, so now it's, even if I sell, it's not the same thing anymore. I wanted to go back to her. But I need to sell the house, and I don't know what to do. It has been very difficult.
Okay. So your question is?
The house, how you feel when I'm going to sell. I need to go back to my brother. He doesn't have anybody but me.
In Portugal?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So will Lydia sell the house? Yes. Sell her current house? Yes. Will it be by the end of 2018? No. Early 2019? Yes. Drop the price. You probably already dropped the price.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Probably end up dropping it some more is what I'm getting right now. Will Lydia sell it by February 1st? No. By the end of February right now, I'm getting a yes. So I think it will go, and I think everything's happening perfectly, even though when we're in the middle of something like what you're in the middle of, Lydia, it's hard to remember that everything's unfolding perfectly. But then after we get through it and we look back at it, we can see how everything was lining up. So just keep telling yourself that when you get discouraged. I know everything's unfolding perfectly. I know it's all going to be good.
Oh, thank you.
There are big things in the works that are happening that we just can't perceive yet. But when you get on the other side of it, you'll be able to line everything up and see, oh, that's why it didn't sell.
I just have one more question, if you don't mind.
Sure.
And I leave. Yeah. So we are under contract with a couple right now. Oh, and the contract is going to end in December. So it means somebody else is coming?
Is it a contingency?
Yes.
Yeah, they've got to sell their house first.
No, the couple has the contract until the end of December with us. If we don't have the closing, means the contract is no good anymore. So, why?
Will the house sell to the people with whom Lydia currently has a contract? At this moment in time, I'm getting a no.
Oh,
now,
okay.
As I mentioned before with Allie, our first caller, anything that's in the future is fluid. So there are lots of variables that come into play and can affect an outcome. So right now I'm getting a no. That could be different next week. So there's some kind of a glitch in there right now that you probably don't know about, but there's something right now that's not letting it flow.
So it's not the couple we have the contract, it's somebody else.
Right now, that's what I'm getting.
So is a man, there is a man, his name is Nick. Is he the one? He's trying to get money.
Right now, I get a yes.
Also is Nick. I know he's having a hard time to get the money, so I will go through with his couple, will go with him. That's what you feel? Oh, that's
what
wonderful.
I'm right now.
Happy holidays if I don't talk to you. I hope to give you good news. I need to sell this house, so, so I just need the money and to give me peace. So
right. Did you plant a St. Joseph? Did you plant a St. Joseph in the front yard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he still
I
there?
have been doing everything, praying, novenas, everything.
Perfect. All right.
But it's God's will, right?
That's right. That's right.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. Thank you for helping me. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. We do this show every Thursday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, and 5 Pacific. The call-in number is 712-770-4160. Access code 533677#. And you can find this information a bunch of different places. You can download the podcast, Ask Julie Ryan, at, I think about 40 different networks, iTunes, Stitcher, iHeart, Spreaker, on and on and on, Google Play. We're also on YouTube, and all this call-in information is in the show notes, wherever you download podcasts. It's also on my website, AskJulieRyan.com. If you scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, you'll see it. When you're on my website, check out scheduling an appointment. There's a button there. It says book your appointment, and then I'll have a whole hour to have you all alone, and we'll figure out whatever you want to talk about. We'll talk about that. It's such a blast and such an honor and privilege for me when you guys give me an hour of your time and let me in your life for an hour. It's just, I love it. It's so much fun. And that's number one. Number two, sign up for my blog at AskJulieRyan.com, and there's a link to my book, so you can get some to give as Christmas presents. Okay. Also, the question that was chosen for this week was submitted by a woman named Patricia, and she lives in Baldwin, Missouri, and I believe that's a suburb of St. Louis. And she said, "Hi, Julie. How and why did my sister Kathy suddenly cross over on December 1st, 2017? Kathy donated her body to science, so no autopsy was wanted by the family or performed. She was alone using a public restroom when she died, and for my own personal closure, I'd like to know what happened. Thank you for any help you give me." And here's my response. "Hi, Patricia. My condolences to you and your family on the passing of your sister Kathy. I understand the disbelief and grief you all must be feeling because I, too, lost my sister Joan, my little sister Joan, who died very suddenly and unexpectedly in 2010. Needless to say, going through something like that is heartbreaking. My sister died, actually her anniversary was a few days ago, and we buried her on her 50th birthday. So it was just awful. Awful, awful, awful. But being the wild child that I am, you know what I did, you guys? I thought, what the hell? We're going to have a birthday party anyways. So we had this huge funeral home was all ours, and in one of the parlors, I got a boatload of sheet cakes from Costco. I think we got 10 of them, and I got several of her friends, and everybody that came to the funeral got a piece of birthday cake to celebrate my sister Joan on her 50th birthday. So, we made it fun, even though it was heartbreaking. All right, I digress. Going back to my answer. To get some information for you, I first energetically connected to you and from you to your deceased sister Kathy. Her spirit was standing next to you at your right shoulder. She told me she died of a massive stroke. She said it felt like an explosion went off in her head and she died almost instantly. Kathy told me she didn't suffer and chose this way to go back to non-physical because it was quick and easy. I believe the cause of her stroke was a congenital issue with the vascular system in her brain. Your sister wanted you to know she's always around you and your family and asked me to teach you how to communicate with her. Here's how. Ask her a question or make a statement either in your head or aloud. Kathy will answer you telepathically with what seems like a thought in your mind. If it comes within a second, that'll be Kathy's response. If you think about the answer for more than a couple seconds, that will be your brain answering you. Be concise when asking questions. Spirits are very literal. Lastly, Kathy said to think of her when you eat taffy. I questioned her a couple of times about that comment, even asking her if she meant toffee. Because they have chocolate-covered toffee at the holidays, and I thought, maybe she was saying toffee and I was hearing taffy. But she specifically said taffy. So please let me know if that means anything to you. Hope this information helps comfort you. Thanks, Patricia, for your question. And I feel you. I know. It was awful. The good news is it gets better with time. Things subside, and it gets better. So, okay, let's go to our next caller, and I think it's Arian. Hi, Arian.
Oops, hang on. Hi, Julie. How are you? Thank you for calling
on me. How
are you? Good, thanks.
How are you?
Take you off speaker. Good. My question for you is, so I'm a coach, and I'm a business coach and life coach, and I have awesome clients. But this year, I consistently feel like stuck in my business. And what I mean by that is I'm an idea person. I have a lot of ideas, but my challenge is always to go into the focus and the actualization. So I can spin my wheels with ideas and thinking of new things. But what I really have to do to continue to drive my business and to create what I really desire is really just get focus and clarity and into actualization. And there's a lot of mental, a lot of my stuff is with online marketing. So there's a lot of mental back-end technical things as well. So I find myself desiring to create this business I really desire that's very much of service and very lucrative, and I'm excited about that, and yet I haven't done it yet. And it's really top of mind for me now. So I'm wondering if you could help me, or how can you help me clear anything that needs to be cleared so that I can really move forward in the next year in creating this, online group coachings and online marketing that's fulfilling and exciting and creates the lifestyle I desire.
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is tell everybody what your website is.
Oh, yes. It's ArianAlexander.com. It's ARRIANE Alexander, ALEXANDER.com.
And explain to everybody when you say you are a business coach and you want to teach people, including yourself, you want to, walk your walk, walk your talk, right? Focus, clarity, and actualization. What's that mean?
Yeah, so it is funny. Of course, I'm coaching what I have to learn myself, which is always the case. But I help clients. Most of my clients, all my clients are entrepreneurs, and a lot of them have some sort of online business. So health and fitness coaches, other life coaches, other business coaches. I work with real estate agents. I work with lawyers. Really, anyone who is, driving their business in some way. And I help my clients actually clarify their message, and so that they are clear of what they're presenting to the world and what they're presenting on social media. We do tons of social media work and training, and then also creating confidence in themselves, because most of my clients come to me because they desire to have more confidence in building their business. And then, the result of that is we create a very clear strategy so that they can make an impact with their ideal client and with their ideal audience. So obviously, building their business and making more money and taking their business to the next level.
So where in that, because that sounds very focused to me, where in that is it breaking down for you?
Well, I have the clarity in what I do. It breaks down in actually creating. For instance, right now I work with one-on-one clients, and what I'm moving into is group coaching through Facebook Lives and Zooms and, this whole model of digital marketing with group coaching. Where I get stuck is right now I'm like, okay, how do I create? I'm not even how. I know how to create the necessary marketing materials that I need for my online group coaching. It's, landing pages and sales pages and funnels and opt-ins, and I know the hows. I get stuck in the doing of it, of is it right now, right before your call, I was writing out some new opt-ins that I have, and I'm just oh, well, gosh, I hope they're, good enough. I hope they're right. I hope they work. I guess my fear is always it's not going to work. because I've never, I have this fear that I can't fill a group coaching program. Like I can have one-on-one clients come in. That's like easy for me, but for some reason there's this kind of block in like, filling a group coaching program, which is actually easier. It's this weird thing. But so for me, I just get stuck in the, next steps and thinking it has to be right. And
Yeah. So a couple things come to mind. First of all, you're getting stuck just because of fear, and the fear is irrational. I mean, you say something and then you say, well, it's easier to do that than something else. So it's just a fear thing. So just go, oh, that's irrational, and just do it anyway, number one. The other thing that came in when you were talking about all of this is you got to delegate more. You're getting stuck in the minutia of getting things done, and you're the 40,000-foot view person. So utilize a lot of the online things like Fiverr and Elance and where you can have people from around the world help you for a nominal amount of money. Are you familiar with those?
Yeah, I already have. Yes, I have tons of. Yes, I utilize those. I have VAs. I have the support to create the technical stuff when I need it. But it's even getting to that point. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's.
Yeah. So
and it's
so
like the
if you delegate, then it's going to get done and you won't get stuck. So you have an idea.
I can't really delegate. Yeah. But I can't really delegate writing of the copy yet. That's where you see. It's like I get right. So I get caught in the like right now in the it's so hard for me to sit down and focus for even like 30 minutes in like writing copy or something. Like it's this distraction. Like I just get distracted so easily instead of like doing the work that needs to be done. And that's where I'm like, like what's actually happening?
That's easy to happen, and your brain works really fast. You have what they call a faster than normal brain. So that's what's going on. Two other suggestions. First one is consider writing someplace besides your office. Go try someplace else. And get a book called Moonshots by Naveen Jain. Naveen Jain, Jain. Moonshots plural. And it's about entrepreneurs and about how entrepreneurs' brains think. And I think it could be one of the most important books that any entrepreneur needs to read. It's that good. And it's on audiobook as well. So try those and then let us know how it goes. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Right. Thanks for calling.
Okay.
Take care.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, let's see who else we have. We have another Allie. Hi, Allie.
Hi, Julie.
How are you?
I'm doing really good, thank you.
Terrific. Where are you calling us from?
I'm from Lakeland, Florida.
Okay, terrific. You got a question for me?
Yes, I do. Today I'm calling you about my dog, Samson. He recently, this weekend, we had a bunch of family over for Thanksgiving and stuff, and we were all playing outside, and, he's always outside with us, and we ride this Polaris that we have, and he jumps on it and all that stuff. So we had a great time, and I don't know, just one day he woke up and he was just limping, and it's with his left leg, front leg, and we touch it, we massage it, we check his paw because he doesn't look like he wants to put too much pressure on his paw either. And we're not finding anything. He's not whining about it. So I'm just wondering if maybe you can see something and try to help us figure this out.
Sure. And let me connect to you first, Sally. Okay, got you. And I'm connecting to Samson. Cute name. All right.
Thank you.
It's his left paw? His right paw is coming up on my radar.
His right paw.
Okay.
Wait,
all right.
His right paw?
Or his right leg. His right front leg.
His right leg.
Yeah. It's his like right leg and paw is what came up on my radar.
Yeah, it is the right leg.
Okay. All right. I thought you said left, but right came up, so.
Yeah, I think I get him confused because sometimes, like right now, he's holding his left leg up. That's what I don't get. Sometimes I think he's limping with the right side, but the left one is the one he's holding up. Like right now, he's holding his left paw up.
Like he's hurt it.
Yeah, like he doesn't want to put the weight on it. He's putting all his weight on the right side.
Did you take him to the vet?
I haven't yet, no.
Yeah, I think he's got a little bit of a break on the left side. I think the right side he's got some torn ligaments. So what I'm doing is doing a healing on him really fast on the right side on those ligaments just to get those back healed. On the left side, it's in what would be the equivalent of our forearm. You know, it's the it's the part of his leg that's the bottom part where their little joint is, you know.
Where that little knot is before the call starts?
That would be like the elbow.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah, it looks a little bit swollen there.
Yeah. So it's in the forearm is where I'm seeing it. It's a straight up and down break. I would take him in to get seen. I think he needs to probably have it casted.
Casted, wow. It's just crazy because we touch it and everything, and he does not cry or yelp or make any sound. So we were like, oh, I can't. Maybe there's just something inside of his paw, like a thorn or something.
I'm seeing I'm seeing a fracture, and it's straight up and down in that bone, and it's going to heal on its own if you don't take him to the vet. It's going to heal on its own. But that's what I'm seeing right now. What I did, Allie, was I filled it with stem cell energy that's going to generate new calcium. So see how he is in a day or so. If he's still not right, I would get him seen if you can.
Okay, no, I'll definitely take him to the vet. I'd rather him, take care of it. I didn't think it was going to be such a big deal just because he wasn't crying or anything. But I do, we've waited a few days and he's still limping. Right. So I know it has to be something going on.
See how he is tomorrow, because sometimes these healings take place pretty fast. So see how he is tomorrow. If he's still limping around, I would take him to be seen.
Okay. So you're seeing like a fracture, you said, on the left side.
Yeah, and I'm seeing some torn ligaments on the right side that I just watched get stitched back together.
Is there any way you can see how it happened? Was it him jumping up and down from the Polaris?
Probably. Yeah, I see him jumping out of the Polaris. He may have just landed weird.
Yeah, well, the thing I think, like I told my husband, is he put like a thing around it so he can't fall out from the back because it's like a little pickup truck back there, a bed, and so he doesn't take the bar off, so Samson has to like crouch under the bar and then jump off. So I just think it's a weird movement, and I don't know. Guess it's
you're probably right. Yeah, because when I ask how did he do it, I see him jumping out, not jumping in, jumping out. So
well,
and did he jump? Did he try and jump out? It looks like it's moving and he's jumping out to me. Looks like the Polaris is moving and he's jumping out. Is what I was just
Not
showing.
that I know of, but I mean, they were outside all weekend with that thing, and he's always in the back of that. That's like his toy. He's always riding behind there while people drive it. So, I mean, I don't think he did, but I'm not 100% sure. I was cooking.
Yeah, right, I bet. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for calling. Let us know how he's doing.
Okay, thank you so much, Julie.
Thanks for calling, Allie. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, let's see who else we have. I think we have Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Where are you calling from?
Springfield, Missouri.
Okay. Well, good. You got a quick question for me?
Yes. Okay. My mother had a dog that disappeared when they were gone on their outing on a craft show and stuff like that. And they came home, and the dog wasn't there. And it's just a mystery of her death. And they have a suspicious neighbor that had, I don't know, animal hater, I don't know. But anyway, the question is on the death of Cassie, her dog. Is that...
When you said the dog was gone, I thought you meant it ran away. But you're talking about that the dog died while your parents were out of town.
They weren't out of town. They just went to like craft shows for the day.
Okay.
And she was a blind dog.
Oh.
On both, one eye was from diabetes. The other one was from abusive affliction from the neighbor.
Oh, geez.
And so she left her out, and when they came home, she wasn't around. And so the mystery is of how her death. Where is she? What happened?
So they didn't even find her body, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, right.
Okay.
No body.
All right. Okay. I do get that she's gone, like dead gone.
Yes.
Could she get out of the yard?
Yes, a great possibility, yes.
Okay, that's what I get, that she ran away. And she ran away because she was dying. And she wanted to... dogs do that. I think cats do it too, from what I understand. Sometimes animals will leave and go die someplace else when they're dying. I've heard that so many times over the years. Have you ever heard that?
Well, I haven't heard it, but I have experienced it with a cat.
Mm-hmm.
And, I can totally understand that.
I don't get that the neighbor was involved.
Really?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't think the neighbor was involved, and I think she ran away because she was dying, and she's just ready to go. But her spirit's around your parents all the time.
Yes.
So that's what I'm getting.
Oh, my gosh. That's really good and comforting to hear.
Good.
Because of this neighbor, she just thought that person killed her.
No.
But she chose to go and
she chose to
die.
Go. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for calling.
That's good. Thank you. Okay. Thanks.
Bet. Okay. Bye, Lisa.
Bye-bye.
Okay, let's see who else do we have. I believe Gloria is next. Hi, Gloria.
Hi, Julie.
How are you?
Thanks for taking my call.
You bet.
Well, I'm okay, but
please tell everybody where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Okay, terrific. You got a quick question for me? We're coming down to the end of the show.
I have some major swelling on my left leg, down by the ankle. And I'm wondering if that's from my ulcerative colitis. Like, is that part of it? Or is it something different?
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it should even be related, does it? Have you had that happen before?
Yes.
Okay. And your ankle?
Ankle, yes.
Okay. All right, because that's where I'm seeing it. The ankle looks swollen. And goes up kind of, not very far, kind of if you had a pair of short tennis socks on, tube socks, not the ankle socks, but the ones that don't go all the way up to your knee, but you know what I'm saying? Just up, a few inches.
Yeah, it's just right there on my ankle area on both sides, but mainly on my left side.
I'm getting it has to do with lymph. It's lymph that's not draining. Is Gloria's ulcerative colitis causing a swelling? I'm getting a yes.
Okay.
I'm getting for you to soak in Epsom salts.
Okay.
Okay, warm Epsom salt. You get a foot bath. You could even get a big pot to cook pasta or potatoes or something in, and fill it with warm water with some Epsom salt, which you can get any place, grocery store, drugstore, wherever, and soak your foot, and that's going to help relieve it. And the magnesium's going to help calm things down too. that's in the Epsom salt.
Okay.
So
yeah.
That's what I'm getting. Okay. Well, I hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Okay. You bet. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sorry, I muted myself. That was bright. Okay. Susie. Hi, Suze.
Hi. Thanks so much for taking my call.
We got 2 minutes.
I have a different kind of question today. I'm wondering if you see if it's in my son's best interest or not. He's in Australia, and he's been doing really well with playing baseball and feeling really good ever since April, super confident and stuff. But he just got triggered with something, and even though he hit 4 for 5 with the ABL exhibition games, he's still like on a hold to see whether he's going to get called up to play with them. So he's playing with a different team. But he's feeling a bit of homesickness and a bit of anxiety the last couple of days, and he's thinking of coming home earlier than we're supposed to go visit him in January 3rd to the 20th. So, but he's kind of wanting to come home earlier. But you know, if he plays for the ABL, then of course he want to stay. But I'm wondering if you see what's in his best interest to let him come home earlier than January 20th when he's scheduled and skip our trip there, or you know, if he might get called to play in the ABL, or whether to encourage him to stay there.
Okay, so Susie, tell everybody where you're calling from.
Oh, San Francisco Bay Area.
San Francisco. Okay, so is it in Susie's son's best interest to stay in Australia or come home before to stay in Australia? Yes. Is it in Susie's son's best interest to come home for Christmas? I get a yes. Can he come home for Christmas and go back?
Well, our tickets cost $5,000 just for the airfare.
Geez.
So, you know, this time of year, it's really, so to do that would be, you know, like I said, many thousands of dollars. So I don't know if it's that feasible for that.
That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting.
Let him come home for Christmas.
Let him come home for Christmas and then he'll go back.
Okay. Do you see him getting called to play with the ABL?
I get a yes at this moment in time.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good news.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Julie.
You bet.
I appreciate that. Okay. Have a great night.
You
Take
too.
care. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. That's it for tonight. Thank you to everybody who called. For those of you that I didn't get to you, please call in next week and let me know, and I'll take you first. And everybody's listening that is listening, remember, order my book, Angelic Attendants. Give it as a gift for Christmas, and call in next week. Send your questions online, schedule your consults, schedule your sessions with me, and I'll have you for a whole hour. And with that, take care, everybody. Bye now.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure to follow Julie on Twitter at AskJulieRyan and like her on Facebook at AskJulieRyan. For information on how you can ask Julie your question, please visit AskJulieRyan.com.